This is Juno Beach. This is where the Canadian forces landed on D-Day. The one Canadian beach. And it is located in between Sword and Gold beaches, which were the two beaches that the British hit. And I went to Sword Beach last night, and it was after dark, so didn't get a lot of good footage. But today is a beautiful day, and so you can see right here, this is Juno Beach. Much happier place today. We got people out here with their dogs, just having a nice little beach day. Probably a lot different in on June 6, 1944. So you can see here, the tide would have been much further out when the initial landing waves started hitting the beaches at around 0600 local time here. But you can see how this is actually a good example of this was a beach that they didn't have a ton of ground to cover. Not taking anything away from Canadian forces, but this was one of the overall easier beaches to take. Because it was just not very well defended, and it's kind of a difficult beach to defend. But you know, they still had to deal with all sorts of obstacles coming in. They still took really horrific casualties, but you can still see here that you know, even with the tide being out, as long as they got in, as long as they hit the beach, there wasn't a whole lot of ground to cover to get to all the German defenses. I'm going to see if I can find some German defenses here. They still keep some of them around. A lot of German Nazi war structures were destroyed by the Allies and by the French specifically, because they didn't want to have any of that shit remaining on their land. But they still keep some of it around for you know, historical purposes, and so that we can all have some kind of memory, some kind of idea of what the Allied forces went through in liberating Nazi-occupied Europe. This is pretty cool. I've already got sand and some dried seawater from Sword Beach from last night, and now that is mixing in nicely with Juno Beach here. My goal today is to just kind of hit up all the beaches. I'm going to try to see some of the museums too. I got to catch a train back to Paris from Caen at 20:32, and right now it's about 12:30, so the clock is ticking. But good start to the day so far, I'd say. You can just imagine the massive invasion forces coming in. The huge invasion fleet that just kind of came out of the mist and took all the Nazis, all the German defenders by surprise. Whoop! There we go. Some more water on my feet there.